The news this week is brought to you by Fox Valley Connect. Fox Valley Connect is a micro-networking group. What's that, you say? Basically, you get matched regularly with other local professionals and you decide to connect IRL on your schedule. I usually grab a coffee one-on-one with my connectee at Copper Rock Coffee North. A great option for you, free parking, a good coffee. Anyways, you should check it out at foxvalleyconnect.com or tap the link in the show notes. On to the news. You're listening to What the Fox Says, bite-sized news for the Fox Valley area of Wisconsin. I'm David Kelso, your host for the week of April 11th, 2022. On the list today, financial advisor creates app to speed up insurance process, Oshkosh Corp gets called out for union-busting tactics, the APD gets serious about traffic safety, and much more. And up first on the list today from Local 5 Green Bay, reported by Michelle McCormick, a financial advisor created an app that electronically transfers medical records for insurance underwriting. Nicole Talat is the founder of Appease, or Appease? Appease, you get it? You get it. Which speeds up the insurance process by cutting out paper, making it easier, faster for everyone. For this, Appease is on the Milwaukee Business Journal's Startups to Watch, and the big kicker is the Urban Hub co-working space in downtown Green Bay was what really helped launch her startup with marketing advice, getting her in front of the right people. Amazing what a quality community can do for people. Up next from Local 5 Green Bay, reported by Danielle Zolkowski, and it's really odd to me that Green Bay media is covering this more than Oshkosh media, but Oshkosh Corp is being called out by the local labor union for union-busting tactics, and this is all over the UPS trucks being moved to South Carolina. The union president, Robert Link, is doing the calling out here, and he believes Oshkosh Corp won the contract because of the quality of work done in Oshkosh, and then they went and, tossed it over to South Carolina. He raises concerns about the inexperienced workforce in South Carolina when they have enough experienced hands and plenty of space here in Oshkosh to do the work. And despite Oshkosh Corp saying no jobs would be lost in Wisconsin, Link says the largest plant is down to one shift and some workers aren't getting their 40 hours a week. We'll just see how this plays out. I certainly hope we can keep those here in Wisconsin. And from the Post-Crescent, reported by Duke Benke, the Appleton Police Department is adding an extra police officer to become vengeance. I'm being told right now that the APD is not adding Batman to their force, but actually adding a position to address reckless driving in noisy vehicles. My mistake. This officer won't work in any specific district, but the officer will be out and about from 3 to 11 p.m. on weekdays. It's a position that's funded by the existing budget, so no real changes there. But apparently this is one of the top concerns for the community based on a 2020 survey, so it's what we wanted. And spring is upon us. You can tell with all the construction cones that are coming out. Harley-Davidson is teaching people how to ride motorcycles, and it's both raining and snowing all in the same day. But anyways, I'm sure you're on the edge of your seat to see what I call this segment this week. And this week, we're going to call it One Breath, because I'm going to try and do everything in one breath. And let me tell you, I have more than I think I can actually do. But let's give it a try. Appleton Starbucks baristas are going to be unionizing due to lack of fair treatment. Millions of student loan borrowers getting forgiveness in the latest pause, and those people that are in delinquency are getting that erased thanks to Biden as well. This is to help people get to reset. There's a Green Bay woman being charged with 3 cases of identity fraud. I think this was from the one before that got caught in Fox Valley. But anyways, Oshkosh Board accepts government funds, and here's how they're distributed. Wow. That was harder than I thought. So you're going to have to give me a few more breaths. That's a bad title, I guess. So anyways, Oshkosh got $10 million from the Neighborhood Improvement Grant Fund, and that's going towards the day-by-day warming shelter, Habitat for Humanity, and other local community projects. Thousands of smoke and carbon monoxide alarms are being recalled due to failure to alert. But speaking of smoke, there's a new food truck in Green Bay called the Scrapyard Smoker Barbecue. Got to check that out. There's furries in Wisconsin schools. Apparently there was a complaint about a furries protocol, but apparently it might have been an April Fool's joke. Not quite sure. A Green Bay family finds a domesticated peacock in their backyard, and they're looking for the owner, so if you lost a peacock, there you go. The Timber Rattlers have won their first game of the season. The old Fort Square has been officially purchased, which means the Green Bay public market. You may have seen some renderings of this on the internet. Basically like an all-year-round farmer's market. The Green Bay Gamblers are parting way with their head coach and general manager after 11 years. There's a new Bloodmobile, and that's not for vampires. It's actually a mobile vehicle that you can give blood in. That's going to be coming to Neenah April 14th. The Bucks signed the Wisconsin Herd star Rajon Tucker ahead of the playoff stint. Algoma Boulevard in Oshkosh is actually going to close starting April 13th for long-term construction. It's going to take about 2 to 3 months, I believe they said. There's a new Four Seasons pavilion going up in the Lakeshore Park of Oshkosh. Despite some funding issues last year, the construction is happening right now. The Hilly Haven Golf Course in De Pere is putting on the Big Cup to raise money for Ukraine. The city of Oshkosh has developed the state's first publicly owned transload facility for railways. What does that mean? Basically, businesses in Oshkosh and nearby can ship products via railway. And perhaps the saddest news of the week, at least for me, the exclusive company has announced that they will be closing their doors for good this summer. And as someone who had spent quite a while shuffling through the dollar bins of vinyl, I'm gonna miss it. This has been What the Fox Says, a production of the Appleton Podcast Co-op. For further reading, all the links are in the show notes. If you have a news story or a better title, let me know. Follow the Appleton Podcast Co-op on Facebook and send me a message. I'm David Kelso. I also host APC Presents, a show where I interview other local podcasters about their unique podcasts. Thanks for listening today. We'll see you next week.